What's up, me? Fourth sober Friday, right? It's fucking Friday or fourth sober Thursday. Today was a great day. Can't wait to talk about it, but first I gotta talk about this little bullshit going on with the AA thing. So yeah, this chick who hit me up the other day, she goes to the meetings. She sent me a message on Facebook. She stalked me. She found my profile. I guess she just typed in my first name and just scrolled until she found me. Or maybe there's not that many people named Joe in my town. I don't know. But so when we first talked, it was like small talk, I would talk, I appreciate someone trying to be my friend. I know it's a chick, it did kind of look suspect. She's not attractive, I'm not attracted to her, but we started talking and then she brought up sex, so I answered her questions and then it just got more explicit. And look, I'm a man, okay? I have a penis, I'm heterosexual. So at a certain point, I'm like, look, if you're down to fuck, I'm down to fuck. Like, because I was assuming she was just going to be like, sure, and like, no strings attached. The way she was talking like she wants some dick. Like, no strings attached. But instead, she said no because she's never had sex while she's sober. She's worried about her sobriety. She's worried that we see each other in the meetings. And so good. I was like, okay, good. And like the next morning, I was like, thank God she said no because I'm not attracted to her. So as soon as I have sex with her once, I'm definitely gonna blow her off because even no matter how hot a chick is, once you've had sex with her, she gets like 20% less attractive because the mystery's gone, right? So I basically like friend zoned her the next day, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool, that's whatever." And then like she still asked a couple of questions, and I like friend zoned her again. And she's like, "Oh, don't be so serious or whatever." And then she kind of let up, And then so we talked for a little bit, and then yesterday we didn't talk at all. She sent me like 4 messages on Messenger, and like I guess she deleted them, so like the messenger will just say like user deleted message. So she sent me 4 deleted messages. I missed all of them, and then like she called me, but I was asleep, and but now I know even if I'm awake, like I'm not answering it. And so today I had my great day. Instead, we'll go to the meeting, and like it's this bonehead dude chairing the meetings. I don't like because he'll read for 5 minutes and then share for 7 minutes. So by the time someone besides the chair of the meeting is sharing, it's like 7:26. There's only 34 minutes left. There's 20 people in the room, and he just took up like the first half hour of the meeting, which he does this every time. I should have just left anyway. And she was like fishing for compliments today, and my messages like saying, "Oh, I know I'm cute, but I just, I need to lose some weight and stuff," and like I just ignored her, and then like she mentioned it again about how she knows she's good looking, which she's not in my opinion. But I'm not gonna hate on her. I'm not gonna say, but she's like fishing for compliments. So she said it again. I was just like, yeah, I'm confident about my looks too. That's why I'm cool just waiting for some chick who thinks I'm hot or whatever. And then like she responds like, "Oh, you're blinding me," and just like I ignored it or whatever. And then I was kind of annoyed by the meeting, and so it's 8 o'clock and there's still someone sharing, when the meeting should be over, which, it's kind of used to it by now, but like the guy who's chairing the meeting, I already know that by the time this guy's done sharing, the guy who's chairing who loves to talk, he's still going to continue to talk for like another 3 to 4 minutes and then do the coins and then I'll do the promises and do the Father's Prayer. So I wouldn't have got out of there till like 8:08, and it's 8 o'clock. And then also, this chick's like going crazy on me. I've already friend zoned her twice. I'm not leading her on whatsoever. Like, she asked me all these questions. I don't ask her no questions in return, like, at all. Like, she's 45 years old. I'm 40. She's 45. That's definitely within my age range of chicks I'm willing to bang. But I mean, like, she's acting like a 12-year-old girl. Like, I friend zoned you twice already. So please, so I'm thinking, like, okay, I'm just going to bolt anyway. I'm out of here. And so I say goodbye to this one dude that I think's pretty cool or whatever. And I bolt out, and when I get back here, I check my messages. I didn't see this until I got home, but she probably thinks I saw this and then bolted, right? So she's probably all like, ah. So I get home, she sent a message saying my son doesn't get off work till 10, also known as, "Hey, I'm ready to fuck. But hey, guess what? Like, you had your chance, like, and you said no." And like, I didn't even tell y'all this other thing too. Like, she told me about this other dude she's talking to that she thinks his dick's too small. And she told me how big his dick is, and I was like, "Oh, well, mine's not really much bigger than that or whatever." I know that's too much information for the 3 people watching this. And so like that turned me off. It's like I'm not about to get humiliated by some chick I'm not even attracted to. Like she thinks my dick's too small. I've never had a chick tell me my dick's too small. I'm not saying I have a big old anaconda down there or anything, but I've never been told by a chick my dick's small. So I'm not about to get humiliated by some chick that I think is not attractive. Like, if you're gonna humiliate me, you should at least be hot, right? I mean, it's common sense. So yeah, I did bolt, and so like I get back and she sent me that message, and she said, "Hey, my son gets home at 10, and then she had said, oh, well, okay, we'll bye then, because that's when I left. And then I said, yeah, have a good night. In other words, no more conversation. I said, have a good night. And then she said, why did you bolt? And I said, because I felt like it. And then I recorded this video. So anyway, she's going to force me to be mean to her. She's acting like a child. And yeah, I mean, I would blame myself, but she was literally like talking about like explicit stuff. I'm a man, okay? I haven't been laid in years. Like, whatever. I thought she was cool. She did warn me she was crazy, but every chick says she's crazy, so it's not like I took her literally. But you know, that's the one mistake I did make. So anyway, great day. I woke up at 4 a.m. and went for a walk, and my back was hurting so bad from walking with that duffel bag that for my morning walk, I just walked without anything, just with my clothes, no gallon jugs, no duffel bag on my back, and that was good. I came back here, chilled. I went to Walmart bought some stuff because I had time to kill because I needed to go to the bank at 9 to figure out the situation because I wasn't able to withdraw any cash from the ATM yesterday. So I get to the bank and I double check my my card and it looks like it's working now. So I go to the ATM at the bank and everything's working. So I didn't even get to the register. Or not the register, but you know the counter where the you know anyway you know what I mean, and so that was kind of funny, a wasted trip. So I was like, well, I mean, I still need to go to Walmart because you know, long story. I used money that wasn't for my bank account. I used my plasma money before the bank, and then after the bank, I just went and got the rest of the shit I needed. And then I noticed that there was a bed frame at one Walmart, but not this other Walmart. And there's just, you know, there's like 3, 4, 5 Walmarts in this town. I have a bed frame on this bed behind me. It's just on the floor. So I went and got a bed frame. I was like, man, I know, like, I'm splurging on my money. You know, I got a certain chunk of money. I've already spent like a third of it. And then like half of it is for rent next month. And, you know, but like bed frame, right? So I want a bed frame. I want to feel like a real person. Like in case I get a chick who I'm actually attracted to over here, I don't want a mattress that's on the floor. It's already not even a full size or a queen size. I guess it's a twin size or whatever. So it definitely ain't no one staying with me because it's too small, but it's big enough to do business on for sure. So I would like to have a bed frame with it because obviously, why wouldn't I? So that's cool. So get back here and just usual bullshit, you know, dealing with my groceries, dealing with everything. I like to eat before I go walk because every time I get back from walking, I'm freaking starving, man. So like, I do my little walks. And so with the rucksack, I'm cutting down to like 2 hours a day, right? So here's what I did today. I walked for an hour with nothing, and then I did 3 30-minute walks, and I did them all before the meeting. And I took a shower before the meeting. So like after I record this, I'm gonna be up for like an hour, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna wake up at 4:30 a.m. and do it all over again. Another thing that I didn't mention too, I want to wake up early because I want to hit up these Walmarts. Because this morning they had the yellow tags. That is my new addiction, and I bought 10 pounds worth of chicken legs at 50 cents a pound, which is crazy. And I know chicken legs are like halfway bone, so you know it's really like $1 a pound, really, if you think about it. But even that's like pretty fucking good, $1 a pound. So that's 10 pounds for $10, right, of straight meat, you know. So like I want to like. There's a reason why I can waste my time doing this too. So. I want to go to like Walmart's at like 6 in the morning on my days off or whatever. And like there's 3 main Walmarts and 2 Market Street Walmarts. And I'm just going to hit them all up and get all their yellow tags in the morning, bro. You know, when I feel like it. But I forgot to mention, I got a text from old HEB that I put my application in for them yesterday. And they say, hey man, we want to interview you. And got a schedule for interview 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. I got a job interview coming up. So that was the big news of the day, man. Wasn't nothing going to top that, right? That was not going to be tight. That was going to be the best news of the day. So proud of myself, man. I went for another 30-minute walk, you know, one of those walks I already mentioned. I'm all like walking like, yeah, bitch, that's right. I got a job interview. What? Like, thank you, God. You know, all grace to God, the glory, man. Like, I took the devil juice out of my life, which is the vodka, and then I'm just getting flooded with the grace, right? Well, the grace wasn't over yet because my brother Jeff calls me. He's like, guess what? We have a buyer. We're going to sell the house for such and such amount of money. And I'll tell you all the truth on this channel, but me in the future will remember the total. I don't need to set it on the record here. But so it's official. The money is coming. I'll have it next month. I'm set, especially if I get this job at HEB. I'm like so set. So like, I I got tears of joy coming out of my eyes and shit, man. Like, I went on another walk after that, like really like sprint walking with the jugs and the duffel bag, just like, yeah, bitch, that's right. Like, man, my brother, we're all happy, man. Like, everything's good, man. You got no worries, man. You know, and then I go to AA and like this chick, turns out she's psycho, and of course she's not attractive. That's my luck, you know. It's only every blue moon that I get to have a psycho stalk me who's actually attractive. And everyone's attracted to somebody. So I'm sure she's attracted to some. The way she was talking to me when she was, you know, talking all this shit about stuff, you know, she didn't act like she had any trouble with, you know, getting her needs met. Which is true in this day and age with, you know, dating apps. Men will fuck anything. So if you're a chick on a dating app, your DMs are always brimming with DMs. It's not like that for dudes. I don't get on Plenty of Fish and I open it up and open an account the next day, there's 50 chicks sending me messages talking about how hot I am. So no, it only works one way. So like, yeah, like in my opinion, she's like a 4 at the best. And you know, I know I would have been embarrassed if I had slept with her. But I mean, just the way she was talking to, she, you know, she knew what she was doing, I'm pretty sure. And it's just funny that she said no. So when she said no and then like acted like, well, I need an 8-incher or whatever, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and then like there's some other chick who I think is cute that I mentioned to her, and she's like, oh, she's playing. And I'm thinking like, she looks way better than you do. Like, it's just, you know, but you know, whatever, all the power to her and stuff. So I can't wait to be done recording this so I can see what she messaged me at, because she said, why'd you leave? I said, because I felt like it. So if she says something, I'm just going to be like, well, look, the reason I left is because I can. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not answering you, bro. Like, sorry. You had your chance. I friend zoned you not once, but twice since then. I apologize for offering the sex because I didn't want to interfere with your sobriety. You know, and I didn't want it to be awkward in the meetings. You were right. You said no, you were right. Thank you. Leave it at that. She even there's another guy in the meeting who's been talking to her, she tells me, the whole time. They're sitting next to each other today. They always sit next to each other. But she's sad that his dick's not to her specifications. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You're not to my specifications. But like, I don't want to be mean and be like, you're fat. You're way too fat for how small your tits are. I'm sorry. There's a fat to tit size ratio that I live and die by. Unless you have an exceptional personality. There was one girl who had a very bad fat to tit ratio, but her personality was great. You know, we had a great little transactional friends with benefits relationship. She never caught feelings. It was all very upfront, like, and she was pleasant to, because you know, there's always a little small talk. You don't just show up and just go straight to Pound Town. You know, there's always like, how you doing? What's going on? What's good? You know, like, it was always cool. Like, she never caught feelings. You know, like, this chick ain't nothing like that. And I'm not even, you know, whatever, man. But, like, she gonna force me to be mean to her, and she's crazy, and, you know, but I'm not gonna, why did you leave? Like, well, first of all, I don't have chicks to answer to. I'm not answering to no girl unless she's having sex with me and I'm attracted to her, okay? I don't have no dudes asking me why'd you leave the meeting early. You know what I'm saying? Like I have friends, I don't talk to them all the time. I've given her more attention than I give my friends already. So, because, you know, we're talking initially. So, you know, I don't want to just be rude or whatever. You know, I got to be around this chick because I don't want to go to any other groups because this group's like fucking 2-minute walk from here. You know, like, it's very convenient. And I like her share when she shares in the meetings. It's cool. Like, and she's cool when she's not, you know, begging me for stuff that I don't want to give her. And just like, it's so crazy that it's so annoying that it put a cloud over the celebration. I got a job interview and I got the fucking money coming next month. Like, the best news in the world, bro. Like, crying tears of joy today. And this shit got me stressing, man. It's kind of funny, honestly, man. But, man, I can't wait to go shopping. Now that I know the money's here, I can, like, be a little bit more open. Like, there's more shit that I want to get. Not frivolous shit, man. I'm, like, tempted to buy an Xbox 360 because I know it's an old console, but there's a lot of good games in that generation. And they're all on sale for, like, $3. You know, I could get Grand Theft Auto 5 for $5 and play it every day for 6 months straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good deal. That's bang for your buck right there. That's like getting 10 pounds of chicken for $10. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good deal. So anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep here pretty soon and wake up early as fuck and get this improvement, this redemption arc continued. Talk to me later.